Race number 5 is the first leg of the triple trio with a decent jackpot going in. Estimated dividend in the region of $6 million. The horse that won't be taking part is Lucky 8. I think they've gone very close to winning in actual fact. He's replaced now by Smart Leader. Vincent Ho will jump on board. He'll jump from barrier number 8 and carry 121 pounds. This over the 1200 metres. Field is headed by Victory Scholars, whose his only win today has been over the 1400 metres. That was in June of last year. Oriental Smoke, 4 starts, placed in all of them. Chicken Dance, second up from a long spell. Celestial Steed, 4th on debut at over 40 to 1. Nebula, down the field over 1,000 metres, gets up to 1200 here. We've got El Jefe, down from the mile to the 1200. His win only remains over the 1,000 metres, though. Migos Giggle, midfield in his last 2 starts, beaten favourite last time out as well, and the Happy Profit drops from the 14 back to 200 metres. He's also close to a class drop.
Migos Giggle is also close to that class drop there with Victor Wong riding here for Casper Thousands. I think that's probably where he's likely to be suited to Paul. But Circuit Splendour, he's shown some cheap speed. Went off at 5.4 on debut, but has done zilch.
Yes, isn't he? I think he'll come across with Everforce. He's sort of running well here after running at Happy Valley most of the season. Look, there's not a natural leader in this race. That's why I thought Amigos Giggle from his inside draw might kick up and try and lead. And the one that comes into the race, Smart... was it Smart Leader? Smart Leader, I think, was set on midfield.
Yeah, won't be leading Smart Leader. Oriental Smoke, though, has drawn nicely in barrier number 2. That's probably the good place to start, because he hasn't, Tom, missed a spot in his 4 runs today.
No, he hasn't, and he's been beaten favourite on 3 of his 4 starts down the other race. He was 2.7 behind Galaxy Witness. Tongue Tie comes off, covered some ground. He did have cover to drag him into the race, but he was very much looking a little one-paced here, Paul.
Yeah, they said they're bringing him back from the 1400 to the 1200, so we'll see if that return in distance will help him. Look, he has been costly, expensive, but I think this is his chance.
He was favourite ahead of WizKid on debut as well, and WizKid's doing great things at Happy Valley at the moment. Maybe he gets his opportunity here. Celestial Speed's Paul next. This is his only run to date, finishing 4th behind Trust Me.
Good run here, because like he looked gone and flat about here, and he picks himself back up and hits the line strongly enough. He's just drawn awkwardly in barrier number 12. Now, he is by power, so I just wonder if he will benefit with a step up in trip.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad effort at a bigger quote here last time out. He began just sort of fast and was able to get forward into a handy enough position just off the pace, and still forward on this. There was a bit of a line-up there with him, but there were encouraging signs, I thought.
And the last one, Tom, we can have a look at is the top weight here, Victory Scholars. The trials up at Chung Fa.
Not seen since November of last year, and that race he was checked badly, sort of about the 800 or so. He's got a good enough fresh record. He has placed in the past. Paul, trial was okay. Beat Garitis, who's won at Happy Valley.
Yeah, and when he did race fresh up, he just was beaten as well. So as you say, he did run second. I thought the trial was good enough. He's just drawn awkwardly in 10. He'll need some luck from there, but I'm going to include him.
All right, just pushed out in the closing stages there, just to do a little bit. He's got barrier number 10. Luke Curry will be in the saddle. We're looking at Oriental Smoke as our favourite again, Paul.
Yeah, I've got him on top 2, Oriental Smoke. I think this is his opportunity to break through. We'll see how he goes. Oriental Victory Scholars, the horse we just talked about, and then for second. I'm going to put Shining Fortune in for third. He's only had the 1 run. I thought it wasn't too bad at Happy Valley. Coming here now to Sha Tin and Everforce, another one that should be up on the pace. 2-1-8-4.
Again, very similar. I didn't think this was an overly strong race. So Oriental Smoke goes on top, number 2, ahead of Victory Scholars, who's got the blinkers coming off, but he is up 29 pounds. Nothing wrong with the run of Shining Fortune, first up at a decent enough price. Was only beaten 2.5. It was held up a bit, but ran on late. And Celestial Speed, the other one that goes in. 2-1-8-5.
I'll take Shining Fortune against the favourite here. Was a good run, I thought, on debut. The other one I've included is Nebula as well, who's an each-way play for me on debut, up in trip, but does need to improve quite significantly. That's race number 5, a Class 4 over the 1,200 metres.